And welcome back to our Lunar New Year special, my friends. You know, we've been learning so much about the Lunar New Year this hour. I actually learned something about the dragon that I didn't know. It is the dragon dances signify chasing the bad beasties away. And speaking of which, I got a dragon on the back of my jacket today.
Love
that
it.
is so
Watch out, evil
good.
spirits.
Little surprise when you turn around. Yeah, we've learned a lot about food and different traditions and the things that it signifies. We haven't learned, however, to say Happy New Year. So I thought I would teach you in Cantonese, which is the language I grew up learning. It's Gong Hei Fat Choi.
Gong Hei Fat Choi.
Yes, and then in Mandarin, it is Xin Nian Kuai Le.
Xin Yin Kuai Le.
Very good. We'll see if you remember that at the end.
I will. Okay, wait. Okay.
You got it in your head. There you go. And for our last chat this morning, we thought it would be a great opportunity for us to talk about the diversity of the Asian American experience.
Yeah, the term Asian American can mean so many different things to so many different people. And here to share their thoughts as well is our editor, Gloria Angelin, and our executive producer, Joseph Suttner. Thank you so much for both being here. Gloria, let's start with you.
I think as an immigrant here, I've been exposed with a lot of new things, culture, political views, food, clothing styles. But the main thing for me to be an immigrant is that you have to double the hard work if you want to keep things from your home country. In my case, it's a career. I was a reporter back then. Language used to be my strength. But here, it's not anymore. So I have to learn to pick up new skills like editing and video storytelling.
Oh my goodness, well, you are so incredible at everything you do, Gloria. I know that you came from Indonesia, and when we were at the Seattle Art Museum, we were there for the Seattle Asian Art Museum. You saw things from Indonesia, and you were so happy to see your culture represented. I remember seeing you getting emotional. And
yeah, it was a little different, yeah.
It is. I can imagine. Now, Joseph, you are half Japanese. Talk about that experience.
Yeah, so I think, growing up multiracial America is an experience a lot of people have, but it, wasn't super common necessarily earlier in my life. Growing up, you'd take standardized tests. There wouldn't be like a multiracial option, and I think that's a lot of the experience people have had, but it's starting to change now. A lot of forums now have multiracial, which I really appreciate because I, feel like I'm being seen. And being Japanese, my family, Japan doesn't really celebrate Lunar New Year. So for me, I have really enjoyed this hour because I've gotten to learn a lot about, how much of the rest of Asia and people all over the world celebrate the Lunar New Year. It's been awesome.
Mimi, what about you?
Both my parents immigrated from China to the U.S., and I'm first-generation American. I think that growing up here, it was a challenge because in some ways I don't think I was American enough, and in other ways I don't think I was Asian enough. So just being just embracing my identity as an adult is something I'm still moving through, but I'm really proud to have been a part of the show today. Honestly, it gets me kind of choked up that we spent a whole hour talking about Asian culture. So thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, you're making me cry, girl. I think it's so important because, just like today, educating your friends who may seem ignorant. I didn't know if you grew up speaking Mandarin or Cantonese. That's something maybe I should have asked you. Maybe we should be asking these questions more. And honestly, the media, we are trying to do a better job at representation, but I know we can go further, right?
And it starts, by doing something like this, where we do a show where we can talk about the different types of Asian cultures and traditions. And just by having this 1 hour, I hope it introduces and welcomes other people to have these conversations with your neighbor or your friend or your coworker.
I love that. Joseph, you were the driving force behind this special.
Well,
Cheers.
You know what, my coworker, producer Susie, it was her idea, and as soon as she mentioned this, I was like, oh my gosh, this is such in our wheelhouse. There's food, there's culture, there's stuff to talk about. It's a perfect hour for us. I'm so happy we were able to pull all this together, share it with all the viewers of Western Washington. I know I learned a lot today. I hope everyone out there learned, had fun,
Well, cheers, my friends.
Cheers
to all of you, and to a glorious new year, and to good luck and all the wonderful things, my friends.
Is that right?
Oh, there you go. Good job. 新年快乐.
Xin Yin Kuai Le. Thank you for not testing me on that,
New
Mimi.
Year happiness.
Oh, I love it. Well, Mimi, thank you for kicking off Lunar New Year with us, and thanks to you at home for spending time with us this morning.
You can head to king5.com if you missed anything from today's show. I will definitely be looking up that spring roll recipe, which you can find on our website as well.
Absolutely. Remember to go out and enjoy your new day on this new year. We'll see you next time.